And people that are smaller, they should, use their speed to their advantage for sure. And yeah, so like I've seen it before. People like they just kind of hold her in side control, and like if they do manage to pass their guard, and then they don't do anything. They just like, oh, it's a victory. I'm holding this person down, pinning them. But like, they're using like all their strength to do it. And like, what kind of role is that? You don't need to let people, kick your ass and stuff, but you need to, keep the role going, right? So it's a really frustrating thing for me to see like people that are bigger just like use all their physical advantages, and to make up for the lack of technique.
It's time for a quick break. There are millions of potential products to buy, so how do you know which ones are worth your hard-earned money? Simple. You go to nextlevelguy.com/affiliates and explore those that will transform and improve your life. You'll find deals, listener exclusives, and special offers with some great companies. Recommendations are 100% honest and only on items Ian has tried or believes in. The companies showcased will make you a better man in all areas of your life. Simply go to nextlevelguy.com/affiliates and level up.
So a lot of gyms come from the viewpoint that newbies should roll from their knees, or you occasionally get them when they then move to standing up. They go, "Oh, what do I do here?" And everybody immediately pulls guard, or we have 5 minutes of that kind of hagging back and forth with no one really doing anything or no one really learning. What's your approach? Like, one of the gyms I spoke to, they said you're not allowed to pull guard. Whatever you do in the first round, but close guard is banned because it should be an advanced move that you use to set things up rather than I'm going to hold you because I don't know anything else. So they try to get people to focus more. Do you have a rule with your students where they roll from the knees, or do you get them rolling from the feet and they are to do X, Y, and Z? What's your approach for a student when they're starting a roll?
Yeah, so in my opinion, like rules like that are dumb, but that's just my own opinion. So I'm not talking shit, but like because like people should just do what they want, and develop the styles they want to develop. Because like it's a recreational sport, if it was like a competitive sport, like in the sense that it's more like hardcore, like wrestling or sambo or judo, where it's like really like you got to win. It's going to be different. Or MMA, if we're training MMA and you're pulling guard, it's like, well, yeah, you're not allowed to pull guard. But like, this is
Mhm.
jiu-jitsu. Most people are recreational practitioners, and the 100% takedowns are the most likely thing to get you hurt. And this is a sport. People don't want to, people might disagree, but this is a ground sport. Like this is the one we do on the ground. Yeah, we need to get to the ground, but there's better sports for getting that job done, like wrestling and judo and sambo, all this stuff. So like, you know, you can definitely get good at takedowns and utilize them if you want to, but if you don't want to, I don't think it's a big deal at all just to be on the ground. And like when it comes to actually being on your knees, I think that's pointless. Like two people on their knees, like trying to like wrestle each other down. But I think one person should just play guard, and the other person work to pass. And those are the skills that we're working on. Like those are the most important skills in jiu-jitsu. Takedown is not nearly as important, and not everyone does it for self-defense. If you're doing it for self-defense, yeah, learn takedowns, but at the same time, I don't do takedowns every class. I start standing when I want to, when I feel like, yeah, it's a good night. I'm feeling good. Let's have some good rounds. I'm going to take you down.